Hey, Ami. I'm just getting all set up here.
Good morning. How are you guys doing?
Good, good. How are you?
Good. It's just over in Bad Alien Space, and I saw this pop up because I set the reminder. So I'm like, let me jump over here and
Right on. What's up, Persian? Ben, right? How you doing, buddy? Good morning. Good afternoon. Just getting everything set up here. I found this old little keyboard that I had. I've been setting that up and having fun. It's
that's
such a dork.
that's all right. I was like, I have to get another mouse because it's like, every time you move your laptop to another space, you're like, do I have to disconnect the mouse now?
Good old Bluetooth.
Yeah, I need to. I need to go Bluetooth, and I also need to probably invest in a bigger monitor.
Yeah, I got two set up. As soon as we went online from COVID, like I got two really beautiful monitors and like this mounting stand.
Yeah.
I can move hydraulic. It's so nice. And it was cheap too. I think I got it from I think Best Buy and
Yeah.
like the whole setup
I got a
was
great one from work that they gave me, and it was huge. And do you know there was this tiny crack, and I didn't realize it because we had like a lot of equipment, so they were like, take whatever you want. And I was like, sweet. This thing was like a
yeah,
TV monitor, When I got home, and I was like, there might have been
right.
like a
Say
tiny
less.
pebble
Order a
or
y'all and
oh, I was so bummed. I was so bummed. So I got to try to get back into the building and see if they can give me a new one because that was like amazing. So I'd like to have like three screens set up
Oh yeah,
personally. Just drag and drop, move things around. So
for
much
sure.
easier to look at spreadsheets and everything else.
Right. Give me 10 seconds here. I'm just gonna test the audio quality if I play some music here.
Sure.
All right. All right, I'm back.
Got a big agenda for today.
Let's see. We got a few projects coming in.
Awesome.
Big Dolls, Chrono Gods, Alien NFT had to go do some work stuff, so he may or may not be here. Crobies are coming in later on. We got Fighters, Meg Brew, Pixel City.
Nice.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah, once you get started, I'll probably drop down in about 3 minutes, and I got to be on a conference call, so I don't want it to affect the quality of the room. I
Yeah,
did want to step up and just come say hello.
happy Monday. Thanks for.
Yeah, it's been a manic Monday already. I
Oh
mean,
no.
Hello, hello everyone. How are you doing?
hello.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
All good, all good. Thanks for the invitation.
No problem. I'm just sending it out right now to all my DM groups.
Good morning. Good day. Good
Good morning.
evening.
Hi. So you guys are talking about the upgrading your system. I'm on downgrade today. My mic is horrible. That's why I didn't want to come up and say something.
Oh
But I
no.
just came up to say hi before it get crowded here. So it was the best chance to answer and say hi. How are you guys doing?
Well, thank you. How are you?
I'm okay. So, where is crypto though? He-
He's dropping his.
Yeah,
So
he was over in the baby alien space, and then I just jumped over here, or bad aliens.
so this is we are the captain now.
yeah, I'm just picturing that GIF. I'm the captain now.
Captain of the ship. Hey, Leroy.
There you go. Leroy is here too. It's a full team now.
Oh, just wait, more will come in. So ragdolls before.
I haven't talked
The
to
people.
Leroy for 2 days. Come up, bro. Come on.
There it is, Leroy.
I know. I haven't.
Hey everybody, sorry. Yeah, there's a lot kind of going on in my real world life between like modeling and some other stuff. I did a few things this weekend, and my fiat mining team has changed, so I've had to adjust to that. So I've like meetings and stuff the past couple of days. So I've been, trying to be a good little fiat miner, so I can have time to talk to you all.
Come on,
It's
bro. You
wonderful.
sound hangover after a weekend, man. That doesn't sound like a personal issue.
Well, I stayed up late, about 3 o'clock in the morning.
I'm kidding. For me, it became more of a like I want to take a break for the weekends, no matter what's going on. I mean, I can't, to be honest with you. I tried so hard. I'm trying to give it a little bit break. I did a little bit better job of like taking it easy on weekend. But I want to get to the point of for weekends, I don't bother what's going on. Like, do not come to Twitter or do not open MetaMask or my wallet and
Good
check what's going on.
luck. Good luck.
Facts.
I haven't achieved it yet, but it might come one day. Who knows?
Hey, I wish you the best, but that's not a hopeful goal for me anytime soon. I don't think I could achieve that.
Yo, I went stir crazy being away from my computer for 14 hours. I swear, I came back. I was attached to it. I was like, my baby,
Right?
my baby.
You're like running to the bathroom so you check your phone. Come on, I know you've all done that.
I mean, to be fair, for me, it might be easier a little bit because I can handle to just be listener or like not be on all the time, right? But for someone like Leroy who like or other guys who host the spaces or do this kind of stuff, it's pretty hard, you know.
Oh
They
yeah,
don't sleep.
you got to be on top of your game. You can't really multitask as much when you're hosting, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying my best. Come on, crypto, get in here. I don't want to be the captain anymore.
Your audio is coming over
Yeah, somebody's
horrible.
audio is very bad.
Ben, stay muted for a second. Yeah, it might be Ben's, right? Persian rug pull. I think it's that new
Sorry,
mic.
what was it? Yeah. Is it
We're
my
getting a
mic?
bunch of
Sorry,
feedback.
yeah, sorry, it might be my mic. I just dropped down. Sorry, I apologize, guys. I said my mic might be a problem. I didn't want to come up, but yeah, I'll go down. I'll listen to you guys.
Hey,
You guys
no
have
worries.
fun though.
Bye. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down and drop down as well, and just listen in. Thanks again. Hope everybody is well.
Thanks for
Yeah.
showing up.
Coming.
What's
Yeah, let's tweet out the room and get people in here. But in order, we got a timeline here that I told people that I would try to help them stay to, just because, well, people's got other jobs to do. So, if you set time aside, thank you so much. Cronos Dolls, how are you doing?
Hey, thanks. All good, all good. Thank you. How about you?
Very good. Your
Awesome.
cats, man, talk to me.
Yeah, well, our NFT project is all about cats, indeed. So, ragdolls is a type of cat. We have two of them, and we fully love them. So we decide, like, okay, let's take them as a model, and then make an NFT of them. And well, the idea of the project is to build a decentralized metaverse NFT gallery that adjusts to the NFTs that your Cronos wallet has. That's the main goal. But we are also supporting cat sanctuaries. Yeah, so basically, the roadmap has three parts. The main goal is to create this virtual NFT gallery that you, as a as an owner of our NFT, don't need to maintain. So we are taking the data from the blockchain and automatically build this NFT gallery for you. You don't have to update any image or upload anything. We automatically see what NFTs you own and basically fill the gallery with
Nice.
those
So
images.
put it into perspective. Let me just try to visualize it. So like how we would log into Ibisu Bay and go to my NFTs and they automatically populate. You would do something similar, except you would obviously add some graph dev and make it look like an art gallery.
Right. Yeah, that's the main idea. The difference is that we are using technologies that allows virtual reality. So basically, you could open this URL on an Oculus Quest, for example, and you could see like in virtual reality your NFT gallery and move around and so on.
Wicked. So if let's run me through it. I put on my VR goggles.
Yeah.
What app would I be using to go into that?
So the cool thing of what we're doing is that we are using technologies that do not require you to install anything. So everything is on the web. You would need to save a URL with probably your address. So it will be something like cronosragdolls.com, let's say, / your Cronos address, right?
Mhm.
And then if you open that address, then you got access to your virtual space with all the NFTs ready to roll. So as long as
in a room when I first got my Oculus, I don't know if you know Sir Kinda in the community. He kind of guided me through some Oculus stuff, and he took me to a virtual gallery in there. And as a matter of fact, I think the subject was cats or lions or felines in general, but there were like over 100 pieces of art. And the way you could like walk up to them and like see the detail and the brush strokes, and some of them even had like this really meta concept of like having hidden art within the art. So as you got really close to it and viewed it, like a whole different piece would show up within that art. It was actually really cool. So like the possibilities are there. Um, so very cool idea, actually. Yeah, love
yeah,
it.
exactly. So we like have also Oculus Quest, all of the members of the team, and we have been exploring all sorts of VR interactions, and it's really exciting what you can do and how good it looks like actually. Like it's not like I don't know, I had the PlayStation VR before and it was all bulky, you need to deal with cables, but now with like new devices like the Quest 2, it's super user friendly, I would say, and very responsive, this interface. So we think that definitely building stuff for this type of devices and combining it with data from the blockchain is super promising. So that's the main thing what we're working on.
Hey, Kronos, I have a question about that actually. So I had a PlayStation VR, liked it, didn't like it. Kids absolutely loved it. And I gave it to one of my buddies because I just didn't, whatever. But I'm debating the Oculus Quest right now or HTC Vive. What did you, in comparison to the PlayStation VR, would the Oculus Quest give you or don't give you? Compare and contrast, if you could.
Yeah, sure. So I think that the main thing is, well, first of all, I think it's superior in the sense of quality of the VR itself, and also it's much more comfortable. So you don't have any cables around, and basically when you are inside the Quest, it's an Android operating system, so you have web browsers, and it's super easy to interact and move around. So I would say it's a much better experience, not only from the tech side, because it does look better than VR, but also in general, like getting rid of the cables, it's really good. And also the user interface, much better.
And that's the one thing that mainly drew me was getting rid of the cables. I don't know if you remember the very first Oculus that ever came out, and it was for the Samsung 7. And you snapped your Samsung 7 into the Oculus, and then you had to download the app, and it ran off of Android. Do you remember that?
Right. So I didn't have that at that moment. I didn't have that Oculus, but yeah, I remember all those ideas like the card box and so on,
So
which is quite interesting.
are you
So
still minting, by the way? Are you still live in your mint?
yeah, yeah. So we the supply is 10,000 ragdolls. We are right now at 1,422, and the price is 99 Cro. We see most of the movement now on the secondary market. So on Ibisus Bay is where most of the transactions are happening, because we started with a lot of promotions and giveaways. So there are people that minted, for example, for 22 Cro, then we increase it to 44 Cro. And we think that, those people are probably like selling their NFTs at lower price than the minting now. So at the moment, most of the transactions of the NFT are on secondary market, which is a bit unfortunate. But we think we will solve it with what's coming on March. So we have a bunch of goals that we want to do next month, and
sure.
we think that will help.
Nice. Well, yeah. Hope for the best. Just to respect time, we'll try to move on very shortly. But yeah, that's I was shocked when I saw the mint price a bit, or so not the price, how many you've minted so far, the volume with it, and it's glad that you have something's coming through the pipeline that will hopefully boost that. Because yeah, it's a cool idea. The Meta Museum, it is something that I have experienced through the Oculus, and like there's a lot of really cool things that you could do with it.
Yeah, definitely. And well, to clarify, like the cool thing of the tech stack we are using, of the technology we are using, is that you don't need to have an Oculus or a VR headset. You can also explore it on a mobile or on the computer, but you will just see 3D instead of VR.
Of course.
Yeah, so we will release the first version next month, well, in March at some point. And we're also rebranding the whole image of the Cronos Ragdolls. And we will do a 3D experience for minting, which is quite interesting. We think like most of the minting pages we see is like 2D. You see just like a regular website where you mint, but we are going to do it like 3D, showing also the progress we have done on building the 3D version of our NFTs, which will come also at some point.
Fantastic. Thanks for coming in. Please do, like, if you have flexibility in your schedule today, like just if you want to stay as a speaker, and just put yourself on mute, like listen in for sure. And I'll look forward to seeing you in spaces more. Like it would be cool to see like actual, sneak peeks of what you're doing, so people could actually see how cool and realistic and the potential for that kind of space is. And if
Sure,
you
awesome.
want future AMAs or anything, hit us up in the DMs. Let's just try to get you more notice, because I think you're kind of like a sleeper in the fact that I don't hear people talking a lot about it with the ragdolls.
Yeah,
So
I
let's
agree.
get
Like
you up there.
we'll be more active and sharing more of these sneak peeks as we start releasing more stuff in the coming month.
Wicked. Kronos gods, how are those Virgin Islands treating you, buddy? How's the weather?
What's going on, bro? We chilling, my G. The weather's beautiful. Sorry if you guys hear a little kids' music in the background. Today's Daddy's Day, so.
Lucky.
Now, how you guys doing today? Morning, guys. Morning.
Morning. We're doing wicked. Just chilling. I think a lot of us are just, some of us are working the fiat grind right now. Some of us are sipping our coffee. Some of us are having lunch. So yeah, we're chilling.
Yeah, man, it's good to do it. I love what you guys are developing here. I think is best to help each and every project get recognition and also have their own proper space that you don't need to split with anybody else. So props to you
Yeah,
guys for coming up with this. And I honestly, anything that we can help and getting this more exposure, you can always count on Chrono Gods for sure.
definitely, man. And it's like, as long as things are scheduled, like everyone could squeeze 10 minutes here or there, as long as they could like put it in their phone and schedule it. Like, why not get information out there to people? And thanks, the Chronicle News. actually said they're going to take this recording and they'll put it into a bank of for us to use in the future. So thanks to them, and Cronos News is helping us out. So it's not just us. We're working all together to help
That's
everyone
how
out.
it is. That's how it's supposed to be, man. All of us, probies, troopers, us, all of us get together. We shoot a portion on Discord. We get everybody to come in and let them gain knowledge of Kronos. So that's the main reason why I accepted this, and I said yes. Just the development of what you guys are doing, I love it.
Yeah. So what are you guys doing? Like, where are you at now? You still doing like a bunch of art? You're planning your
Oh
trip?
man,
Like what?
so yeah, man. So I think we're less than like 200 and something mints left to go.
A
We're the first NFT mintable with either loot or crow. So NFA, if you guys want to mint, the loot to crow ratio right now, if you mint with loot, is like only 160 crow. So I think that's what's happening, and it moved our mint like it blasted us off during the weekend. So that's a good thing. But to speak on Chrono Gods, we're a playable, stakeable NFT, and we have a unique comic strip in which we also have partnered with Lazy Horses, Bush Crow, Ibisis Bay, Crystal Finance, and other major projects, as well as our own holders of 5 get to be in it. Cool thing about the comic strip is that the pieces of art will be mintable. So you'll have a chance to get an NFT with, like, for instance, a Bushi Crow and a Chrono God, or a Lazy Horse and a Ibisis Bay God, or something like that. The way we got these projects to actually accept us to sell their art on our NFT is because portions of this comic is going to a donation. So shout outs to all the projects who understand that. They selflessly said, go ahead and use our art. And when you sell it, we don't want no money. Just go ahead and put it into towards your donation. So these 4 projects, once the comic strips are minted, they will have the say and where the donation part goes. As for our holders who appear in our comic strip, we have over 30 people who have already applied. You have to hold 5 Chrono Gods in order to apply. They also get to split 10% of the revenue generated from our comic strip. So to drop some alpha since I'm here, nobody knows this. Our comic strip was just going to be viewable on our webpage, but we've actually partnered with someone and we're going to be making an announcement in the next 2 weeks. So our comic strip are now going to be fully VR, virtual reality. It's going to be taking place in Olympus. And we started the 3D modeling designs this week. And hopefully we'll send out some screenshots and renders so everyone can see how we're moving this. So I want everyone to have a interactive experience with the comic strip. So I heard the guy speaking about the gallery and the Oculus. We're going to be basically it's the same thing. You're going to enter. I can't say the partner's name yet. They don't want me to, but it's a big collection, and I'm very happy with what we are. And you're gonna enter their metaverse, and we're gonna have a little gallery in there. You'll see Olympus. You enter Olympus. It's gonna be a hangout, and it's gonna be like a theater experience. You'll be able to go in, experience a comic strip, interact with it, switch pages, all that, the whole 9 yards. We have sound effects. Like it's gonna be insane. It's gonna be
that's,
lovely. Just imagine the theater experience with the comic strip. Like
yeah,
we already have.
that's that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of work, bro. But I wasn't too sure if we were gonna be able to pull this off, so that's why I never put it into our roadmap and I never speaked on the behalf of it because I never wanted to mislead anybody or any of our followers. So like right now, none of my followers, unless they are in here, know about this. This is like hot alpha. I'm gonna be
So you're
announcing that later on today.
over deliver.
He always I under promise and I always over deliver, bro.
There you
That's
go.
the best way to do it. And my roadmap was simple at the beginning, but now with our strategic partnerships, I've been able to open up our doors for our Chrono God holder. So soon, in about a couple of weeks, we'll be able to play and to play the earn game with Bushikro. So our holders go in, log in with their wallet, and a Chrono God character will appear. and you get to battle it out and bet and enjoy all that stuff as well.
Yeah,
And
I've seen a couple teasers from Crow. So yeah, they're close to having their game ready, right?
we are
And
pretty close. We have some people already testing it, and it's just we want to make sure that we launch this game first and let everyone experience this first, and then we have a really big surprise for everyone after that one.
I like the evil laugh after that.
No, you got to keep it interesting, man. I mean, yeah, we have a roadmap, but we also got to throw things and knock people off the side so they'll be like, "Oh, this is exciting!" You know, they keeping us on our toes.
That's right. Keep teasing them. Troopers, hey, you got your hand up. What's up, buddy?
Hey guy, what's up? I did
Um,
manage to join in. I'm in the car again, as always, but able to join, which was great. What's up, Cronos Gods? Nice to hear from you and a bit of a rundown. I'm glad to hear you're in the last 200, which means a day or two they'll be gone. Once people see that 200, they'll start disappearing super quick, as we found out this weekend. So I'm glad to hear it. A quick question just about, I think you kind of maybe answered it already in that last statement you made, but I was really just going to ask kind of what changed in your sort of the project's trajectory, if you like, that's allowed you to do all these additional things, like the metaverse, the comic strip, and what have you.
Yeah.
Some of the
So
strategic
just
partnerships there, I guess that's probably,
exactly.
yeah.
Some strategic partnerships that we will really mostly it's just business partnerships that I've established with two projects. One of them I could openly say it's Bushikro, and we're
Yeah.
developing not just the game, but we're developing something way else that we're gonna blow everybody's mind on Cronos with. But could you
Cool.
mute your mic? Could you mute your mic? Yeah, that we're gonna be blowing everyone away with. But this one strategic partner, I don't want to say too much because if I do say too much, everybody's gonna guess it and I'll automatically know who it is because it's not that much. So I got to keep that one under the wraps. He asked me yesterday to let's just wait until we have an official screen recording of it, and then we'll make the announcement. So I said no problem, and I'll respect them. So we're just gonna wait until we have actual physical stuff to show people about, so that when you guys see this announcement with this project, I think I think all our holders, and if you're not our holder, you should become one, NFA. You're gonna definitely love what we're doing. But honestly, what carried us away was just the networking, getting to meet people, and presenting them my vision, but with all seriousness. Everybody understands me. I'm a businessman up front. I love to talk crap. Yeah, I love to be on spaces. I love to enjoy and have fun like everybody else. But I'm straight up all about business. So
Yeah, and I guess on that, that's what I just wanted to touch on, which is awesome, by the way. It's exactly what we should be doing in the space. It's going to be exciting. Looking forward to hearing what that is. I'm assuming that's a DeFi project that you're talking about.
yep, it's a Cronos project.
Yeah, a Cronos DeFi. Yeah, that's what I thought. I've got a fairly, just with the comic book attributes and things, I've got a fairly strong opinion of who it might be, but it'll be interesting to see how it comes out, which is great.
Just yes. I think everybody already knew because like I missed I kind of tweeted something and then they kind of helped me and tweeted on something else like last week, and people in my Discord were already putting one and one together, and I was like, geez, these people are
Nice.
geniuses.
Nice. My only kind of final bit was just in complete transparency. Are these partnerships? You said they're like being a businessman, which is awesome, doing the right thing. Are these paid partnerships?
We are splitting in partnerships. Yes,
So it's like a
it's like real life
mutual sort
business
of
company.
yeah, exactly. You're both getting a
Yeah,
percentage of whatever happens, right?
yeah. We're not joking around with when we use when I say the word partnership, this isn't like, oh, we're just joining to do giveaways. I know a lot of projects use partnership in light terms. No offense to any of them, but when I say I'm my partner, I mean real life business partners. I know these guys first,
Yeah.
last name. We know they're lawyers. You know, we're serious about our work.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Partnerships
That's it.
different,
Yeah,
different.
that's what I was trying to get to, and that's awesome. Appreciate that.
No problem, bro. But yeah, man, I see a lot of projects that, yeah, we have this partner and that partner, and they have like 30 partners, but they don't really join in a venture and actually work together to build
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, you said it right there. There's a big difference between a partnership and a giveaway collaboration. They're very different things, and I'm super pleased to hear that this is an actual partnership with, maybe contractually, or it doesn't. In DeFi, it doesn't need to be contractually, but yeah, just an understanding and agreement that it's an actual working partnership to build and grow the space. I love it. Can't wait.
Yeah, because projects will go hand in hand. What you're doing is similar to what Vibushi Crow and what another mystery group will be doing. Like it only makes sense to use all your communities to help grow together in the space. Like it's well done.
Yeah, man,
Um,
that's exactly what I thought. We all have beautiful projects. We each have indistinctive goals. Like troopers have one side, we have another side, but we can all still work together and somehow, you know? So
for-
I've always just linked with these several projects, find a way. Like if you guys want to be in our comic and we can be in whatever you guys have, there's no problem. Just send us a DM. Let's get some paperwork set up and we can actually do business together.
Communication, right? And if you like someone through talking to them, like things will work out or they won't. It's no hate. It's just that's how that's how the world works. You get along with some people and you want to work with them.
Amen, brother. So yeah, man. So we've been doing good. We got like 290 something left on the BC's Bay. We're minting right now, and we're gonna have a lot more alpha to drop in roughly 3 weeks. But Bushikro and we want to wait till the game release first, and then we're gonna release another hot alpha coming in the next couple of weeks because we don't want to release. We already promised the game first, and we don't want to deliver something else that comes out of the blue, and we didn't deliver the game that we already said we are going to deliver. So we put that aside, and we're going to make sure we release this game in the next couple of weeks. And once that's finished, we're going to move on with the next step with Bushikro.
Love it, man. Thanks for all that, and thanks for the
Hey,
alpha. Thanks for
thank
the
you guys
tea.
for having me. This is an amazing space. Everyone in here, God bless. We should all follow each other. And you guys have a good afternoon or morning, wherever it is.
That's it. Thank you, Cronos Gods. We'll do a little reset of the room. Luckily, not luckily, but Alien NFT, they're working at the Fiat mine, so they'll casually pop in if they can. If they can't, then I mean, well, he's always around, so we'll hear from Sam when we can. But yeah, this space is just celebrating all these DeFi projects, bringing light, some information from projects that are still launching, and just because a project's taking a while to mint doesn't mean they're down and out. Like, look at these two that we just heard from. Like, they're building and they're making strategic partnerships that are going to help grow. So yeah, let's celebrate that. We had some great news this week. Troopers minted out. Bad Aliens had the launch. Lazy Horses, the ponies sold out. Like, there's a lot of things popping off. So we're celebrating that today. We got Cronos News here, who's helping us co-host. Chronicle News is going to be taking this recording and helping to spread the information to everybody. Yeah, just a space of love, chillness, getting information out. Cronos News, how you doing today, buddy?
Good, man. Good morning, Crow fam. It's an early morning over where I am. Um, when I got asked to come on the space, I can't lie, I was a little nervous because I'm not one for waking up early, but I did go to sleep last night at a reasonable time. I made sure to set all my alarms, and I'm here now because I like the idea for this and I wanted to show up. So thank you guys for having me. And yeah, let's celebrate.
Appreciate you waking up early for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the future, like we'll try to have this space, and like CronosGrind aims right now for like a monthly just celebration of what's been accomplished, and hopefully maybe a bi-weekly. But yeah, we'll work towards time zones the best we can. This is the first one that we're doing, so yeah, we'll do our best to respect everyone's time. And hey, troops.
Yeah, just a quick question. I've obviously had my head buried in troopers, with the blinkers on for a while. So it's nice to be popping my head above the parapet a little bit and kind of connecting with everybody again. This is actually a quick question for Cronos News, if you don't mind. I'm just looking at kind of you. I don't know kind of who or what is behind Cronos News, but I see like obviously a Twitter account with like 40,000 followers in a space over here in Cronos that's super new. I wondered if you're able to share a little bit of transparency around kind of kind of where you come from, what your experience in the space is, who you are maybe even, and how you amassed that kind of following on Twitter, presumably not just all based on Cronos.
Yeah, yeah. So I can provide my personal Twitter. I'll send it here. But I'm just a regular college student, man. I go to San Jose State University, studying political science, and had a couple buddies that have been working in the space on the media side of things. Starting off at BSC, moving over to Solana, um, and my position at first, they were going to have me be a Discord moderator. Funny enough, and then once they found out that I was a little more qualified than they thought, they assigned me to CronosNews. And for my background, I mean, I've been in crypto since 2019.
Sorry to interrupt you real quick. When you refer to they, who are they? Can I ask?
Yeah, my team members, Greg Gotsis, Ben, and Cameron. These are all the co-founders of BSC News. We have a team of 30.
Okay, that explains it. So basically, Cronos News is like a spin-off of BSC News.
Yes.
And you're managing this part of it.
Yes. So even that team has about 30 team members. And for the longest time now, for the past 3 months, it's just been me on Cronos. So I've been operating everything from the research to the outreach to the content that we post to you'll see me in Telegram as well. So, everything that you've seen come out of this account since late November has been operated by me. And to be honest, I can't even tell you how I amassed the following. I think part of it is due to our consistency. Every day for the last 3 months, we've been posting 8 infographics containing information from across the space, constantly updating the community. We've held events with the Cronos team, with Mad Meerkat Finance, with upcoming projects, and I think that a lot of it has been my interaction with the community as well. I think that more than a media publication, we're also looking to be active community members.
Yeah.
And
Let's
so
circle back.
That was just that's just from my own. I mean, other people might be familiar. I just realized I wasn't even following Cronos News, which is insane. And I really appreciate the transparency. And so what you're saying is basically this account was completely fresh for Cronos, basically, and you've just sort of grown it since November, which is awesome. I'm familiar with BSC News and that outlet, and I think it's great. So thanks for the transparency and the opening up. Cheers.
Of course, man. Yeah, thanks for the question. And if anybody would like to, follow my personal as well, I'm not sure how I can share it here, but on Twitter I am SKRTIO. So feel free to drop me a follow. I'll follow back. And yeah, I understand people wanted transparency, and I think that that's important. And I'm just not sure how to provide that to you guys in the Twitter space, but as much as I can, I
think what you're doing right now is perfect, and if you can pin anything up top, just by sharing it off your own Twitter, that'll set the ground, I think, for making this space, just give people trust and confidence. And CDN, apologies, CDN, I don't mean to be jumping in here, but, just for future, it will help build a really nice and trustworthy group here as we do this over the coming months. And I for one, I'm pumped to have you here. And like I said, I'm familiar with BSC News, and I think it's going to be great for the space. All right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Oops. Sorry about that. I just fat fingered you.
That's my my Twitter at the top for anyone who's interested.
There you go. So thanks for coming in. It's 10:32. We got Crobies in here. Crobies, I don't know how flexible you are with time. Sorry for taking up a couple of those minutes. But hey, glad to have you here.
Hey guys, glad to be here. Glad to have this awesome meetings in order to celebrate the Cronos chain. Super happy to see Cronos go, Troopers, Some project I didn't heard, Cronos Ragdolls, and happy to see Cronos News here. Thanks a lot, guys. Yeah, I'm just gonna talk about our updates, about our roadmap and our updates. We just launched the GAO yesterday, so we launched the verification vote in our Discord, and we launched the GAO, and the first vote will come this week. So now the holders can be verified and can vote. We do modification in our Discord in order to be more flexible to people, to be more fun, to have a more funny Discord with little haircuts and play and games. So that's for the updates from yesterday. We are currently working on the stacking because, as you know or may not know, we're gonna implement a linear stacking. We are one of the first projects working on it. Linear stacking. So you're gonna stake your Krabby's NFT, and then you're gonna generate Oni token. And with this Oni token, you will be able to buy some things in our B shop. So we are currently working on the stacking. That's it. I mean, that's all the news. And yeah, about the mints, we are not sold out. Our mint is still live. But like you see, we are working on the projects, and we are working on all the aspects of these projects and developing the stacking with the developers.
Thank you.
If you have any questions.
First off, is your PFP, is that part of the collection there?
Yeah, for sure. We have full robots. We have three one to one, and we have one full robot, one full skeleton, and one full zombie. I can send you the full zombie, and I can share it to you.
Yeah, if you have something to pin up top, there it is. There it is, the green and undead one.
Yeah. Yeah, we are pretty proud of our arts, our design, because our designer is from, I don't know if you know the company Warhammer. It's a great company from gaming, and yeah, he works really hard to do all these NFTs. We have more than 120 layers and attributes.
So the artist is from Warhammer. He's the same artist he's one of their.
Yeah,
that's
cool.
Yeah, because I don't know in the world where you are, but in North America, Warhammer has quite the following.
Yeah. We are from the team is from France, and the graphist is the illustrator is from Portugal.
Nice. So in terms of the staking, which platform are you using for staking?
Yeah, so for the staking, first of all, we are developing our proper staking program, and this will be available in our website. So we gave to our holders in the yesterday's May an estimation, and the stacking will be available in approximately 3 weeks. Okay, because the developer have to develop the whole contracts and the whole program about this linear stacking. But we really want to have more utility for the holders. So we are currently in discussion with some, a staking platform like Crodex, ChronoSwap, in order to implement before the linear stacking and the development of this linear stacking to implement another utility.
Wicked. So you guys have developed your own smart contract for staking and.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Exactly.
Oh, I see. So Ben's trying to come back up. I'm sure he's got a question for you.
Yeah, with pleasure. I'm gonna.
How many are mint while he comes through this space warp?
Can you repeat your question? Sorry.
How many left in for a mint out?
We have quite a bit left. We have almost 2,000 left already, but we are thinking about a lot of. We are in discussion with a lot of things in order to improve this means and to make it more efficient. We don't want to cut the supply or to burn because we want to have this community and to run this project in the whole project.
Mm-hmm. Have you identified possible reasons why the mint out isn't going as you might have suspected?
Yeah, that was quite a busy week because there was alphabets, there was creatures in Ebisus, so we have quite a lot of projects launching in the same week. So I mean, I think it's the main problem for us, and yeah, I think it is.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing wrong with the slow mint out. I mean, and that's what places like this are for, right? Just keep getting that information out there, keep building that trusted community, and
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
keep
And
growing.
we don't have any problem with this slow mint because, like we said, we are implementing all the things. We are working in this project. We don't. Uh, yeah, we have no problem with the slow means. We are doing our job, working in the project. This is just a bit more job for us in communication, but that's a pleasure to do it. So.
Yeah. Oh, Troopies, got a question here.
Yeah, man. I was kind of just seconding really what you were saying there, CDN, that and to the Crobies, I've been in a couple of your spaces, been in your AMA. I think what you're doing with the B shop and Crobies, there's a lot of similarities actually in terms of some of the stuff we're doing with troopers. I will hit you up. It was a bit of a busy couple of weeks for me too, but I'll definitely hit you up and see if there's anything we can sort of help and support with. And really, all I was going to say was keep doing what you're doing. Like CDN said, slow doesn't mean anything really, especially not over here in Cronos. It's typically the way it is. Just build your foundation, build it strong, and keep engaging the way that you're doing, and you'll definitely get there. And Troopers is a testament to that. We just kept staying true to what we're doing, and you do the same, and you'll get there. So, you want to say keep going? The art's cool. The concepts are good. What you're doing, you're in control of all your own development, and yeah, I'm sure you'll get there. And let me reach out and have a conversation and see if maybe we can help each other out from the staking platform perspective, because there's very similar concepts happening there. So let me give you a shout and see what we can do.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Thanks a lot, Drew. Thanks a lot for this strength and this talk. It means a lot for us because as you know, slow means doesn't mean anything for the projects, but it's not really pleasant, but it don't
No.
mean anything. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Well, one thing that's what I was going to say, just to touch on it as well. Like you mentioned, kind of, saying that kind of the space is busy and things right now, and that could be part of the reason. And whilst what you're saying is absolutely true, I don't see that ever changing, right? So you're always going to be competing. There's always going to be new projects coming in a growing space like this. So just keep working on whatever your USP, like whatever your unique selling point is, whatever the strongest bit of your roadmap is. Find your thing, and and pump it. Basically, find your difference, your differentiator, and focus a lot on that, right? And then that will help, because simply saying that it's a busy space, just to be completely open, that's never going to get any better, right? If anything, it's going to get worse. So just keep doing your thing and find your differentiator.
Pew pew, Troopers with the pump up speech. Coach Troops.
Yeah, Coach Troops. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for this. It's amazing to hear that. Yeah, and I just want to say that all the people who minted those Crobies are super happy, and we had no problem with them. They are whole super happy with the art, with the project, because they see that we are doing the things we promised. So yeah, they're whole super happy about the project. So I mean,
That's it, man. Well, keep grinding, keep
You
building.
got this, Crobies. You guys got this. Just keep on shouting out what your project is, just like Trooper said. Keep focusing on your direction. Make it public. Let everybody know what you're shooting for, and you're gonna get it, bro. Slowly but surely, you'll make it.
thanks a lot, Cronos God. Thanks a lot. Always here for the good words.
Right on. So yeah, we'll make sure that this is recorded and passed out. You guys could put it out to your to your Twitter, to your Discord, whatever you have. In terms of scheduling now, though, we do have a bit of a break. I'll keep the room running, and we could just have like a chill, casual chat. But we'll be coming back with another space with Cronos Fighters later on at 12:20 Eastern Time or 5:20 UTC or GMT. So come back if you want to hear from Cronos Fighters, Mag Brew, Pixel City. Cronos News will be in here with us. Louisiana, I know you had a question, and Ben came up with a question. If you guys want to pump up now and shoot your shot with a project, feel free. Louisiana, go ahead.
Thanks, CronosGrind, and thanks for holding this. And I'll make it quick. I mean, I know everybody in here is like gung-ho Cronos, and it's a fantastic family. And of course, we all come out and support each other. And I guess my question is for Cronos News, which I think is a fantastic idea. I read all your posts. I follow you, of course. And I guess my question is when you're one of my favorites is when you post like the top 10 or so Cronos projects. I guess my question is where you gather that information on who the top 10 is. Is it volume? Is it anyway, I'm just trying to find the criteria and kind of where you look that up so I can kind of read more into that kind of post every single day or every other day.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, there's at first, I'm going to be honest, there was only a couple sources we could pick and choose from. That's because Cronos wasn't fully supported by a lot of these analytics platforms, but the one we've been using since day one, DeFi Llama, Dex Screener. On Dex Screener, you're able to sort tokens by their volume, 24-hour, 1 hour. It doesn't matter the metric, but you can sort them by volume on there. So that's how we used to compile, top 10 Cronos projects by volume. On DeFi Llama, you're able to sort by TVL, which is another important metric. It shows, which protocols are the most valuable on the chain. And then more recently, when Chronoscan dropped early January, that gives you a lot of good tools. Chronoscan gives you a whole bunch of resources like top 10 tokens by holders, top NFTs by market cap, wallet address growth. I think it gives you a list of the validators as well. So there's a whole bunch of analytics platforms. More recently, we've been using some site called Lunar Crush, which helps you to analyze, the social impact of Cronos and, Cronos lingo as well. So there's a whole bunch of analytics that you can pick and choose from all over. I'll just reiterate the ones that you could definitely go and use, being DeFi Llama, Dex Screener, Chronoscan, and among others. But I won't sit here and chat your ear off.
Thank you for that update too. It was interesting to see because I kind of do a lot of research on the Cronos projects and a lot of my information I get from you. So appreciate that, and I'll step down and listen. But appreciate your answer.
Thanks for the question, man.
CDN, I was just going to say, I know we talked this morning. I'm happy to do a quick update right now if that's all right. I'm also down to like 5% battery, so it might be a good time for me.
Get it done, man.
Oh, sweet. Okay, I'll keep it brief because everyone's already probably heard my voice too much on this call already. But yeah, thanks for the space, thanks for the time. Awesome thing that CronosGrind are doing here, and definitely from my perspective, I want to stay part of this if I can. Definitely on a monthly basis, even more frequently if we can. I think it's long overdue to be bringing a more deeper and in-depth spotlight onto the DeFi project. I know we have the Sunday space where we have a bit of time there. Bear with me a second here. An ambulance just when you need it. Yeah, the Sunday space is good and all, but it's a massive focus on CDC and the centralized platform. We really need a honest, trustworthy, open space where we can talk at a slightly more informal level, I think, but also go deep and ask good questions about all the DeFi projects. And for me, this is the space that it's going to be, and I can't wait for it to grow. From a Troopers perspective, obviously I'll go a quick kind of update, but obviously we had an awesome weekend. Troopers sold out. As I mentioned. Yeah, thanks everybody. Thanks everybody here in the room and beyond and further afield in the community for all the support that we've had. As I said earlier on the call, it was slow and steady. We kind of stayed true to our beliefs, our 5 pillars, our organic growth, the way we wanted to do it, and we were happy to keep doing that. I just kept on doing our thing, and we knew we'd get there in the end. And obviously, we made a slight change in the fact that we're currently holding off on the next 3333 drop, and that's really just because of the market. And as Cronos Croby said, there is a lot going on right now, so we don't need those other troopers. We don't need the rest of that mint. We can crack on with our roadmap and have an awesome time and create value for everybody with what we have. So that's what we're going to do. So we sold out at the weekend. Next up is kicking off our first piece of our utility, which is around raffles. The real raffle utility moving forward will be based on the trooper's token through staking your trooper. You'll gain the token, and then you'll be able to pick up Cronos chain NFTs that we've swept or picked up and what have you. But for the first case, because we don't have that fully developed yet, this one is just going to be based on holding a trooper, so your tokens basically. Obviously, the more you have, the more chances you'll have of being in. And I'm sure some of you will have seen already what we've got lined up as far as the our first prize draw goes. I'll pin it up top. We're hoping to do it probably on either Friday or Saturday. We'll have a big Twitter space. We'll make it a big fun event. There's probably somewhere in the region of over 10,000 USD worth of NFTs, starting off with a loaded lion, Psycho Kitty and a Molly, a founder horse and a barn cat. A big one, I can't believe it's a 4th prize, but the Crow Skull and both potions, which are absolutely fire right now, all the way down to Alphabot, Crowbots, Troopers and Bad Aliens, just a shit ton of awesome DeFi stuff for people to get involved in. So we can't wait for that.
One of
That's
the
all.
things where you offer the potion when it's back at like 1,300 crow, and then all of a sudden it pumps to 4,000. You're like, wow, that's no longer a fourth
Yeah,
tier.
I know, exactly. I know. I was thinking, I always knew it was an awesome project, and I had a feeling it would pump, but and unfortunately, I didn't pick them up when I first launched the raffle. So I did. We paid a little bit more, but I think it's definitely worth it. And for some lucky winner is going to. I mean, that's an awesome prize, both of the potions and the skull. So yeah, it's going to be a cool event. I'll get the exact details out pretty swiftly, but Friday or Saturday night. Of course, everybody who owns a trooper is already in with a chance. If you don't have a trooper, you can still get in with a chance. Obviously, the secondary market is currently open on Abuses Bay. Our ranking should come out later on today. And right now, there's a bunch of bargains where people don't know what they're selling. So if you want to get into the project, or you're just looking forward to that raffle and you want an opportunity, then get in there and grab your troopers now. And that's probably as much of an update. Obviously, we're carrying on with building everything else. We gave back 90,000 crow worth of crow back over the last 2 days. That's now all back in the hands of our holders. I think some of that was reinvested into Bad Aliens, so good for
Huge,
that
man.
as well.
You guys have been so overly generous throughout your entire stay with us here on Cronos Chain. Like nothing but generosity. So thank you for that. It's like you don't have to do it. You're doing it to give back, and props.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm not sure if Troops is leaving, but I have a question. Troops, you might have a good answer. If you got 5 minutes, please stay on. I appreciate that.
I'll do my best. Yeah, if it dies, then it's because my phone died. But absolutely.
Much love, brother. Yeah, let's Amy ask. Sorry, Amy, I interrupt.
No, it's fine, Persian. Actually, why don't you go ahead? I know Troops is got a couple of things going on right now, so why don't you go ahead before me? That's fine. I have about 9 minutes before my next call.
All right, thank you, Amy. This is the question I had. I mean, that's my second question, but since Troops is leaving, I'm gonna ask first. I mean, there is a lot of good developers here. I want to ask this question in comment. If you guys go back to 1 month ago, or anyone who's developer right now, I mean, to Cronos chain, like what would you guys change to get to the point? Because is it did you guys overestimated the market of Cronos? I mean, there might be other reasons. What did you learn, and what would you change if you go back to 2 months ago or a month ago when you started to run the project on Cronos? because of the slow mint? What did you learn from it?
Honestly, so there's a couple of way of answering that, but I guess the first honest answer is that it wasn't unexpected. So the slow mint for me wasn't a surprise. I knew the market. We'd come from Ethereum. I knew the size of the market was small. And one of the sort of reasons that we split our mint into the 2222 and then the 3333, other than making like a split in rarity to make them cool, it was so that we had the option that if we needed to, we didn't have to do the second part of the mint at this point. So that was like strategically set out that way, so that we could essentially test the market with the mint, see how it went, and then pivot and do what we needed to do from there. Of course, it still went slowly beyond that. So from a purely learning perspective, from a project angle, looking at myself, I probably spent a lot of time in sort of some of the spaces, just getting to know the community and having kind of fun. And I maybe could have sold the utility a little bit more. I could have focused a little bit more on that. We spent a lot of time talking about our ethos, our background, the 5 pillars, and not as much on the utility. And of course, everybody likes utility, and that might have helped us sell out faster. But to be honest, it's not a race. And I think the fact that I did focus on our ethos, our pillars, and then we put our money where our mouth is and showed that we stand true to those pillars, that foundation will stand us much stronger long term than a fast sellout. So this is a very different ecosystem than Ethereum. People need to sort of educate themselves and understand the position. Yes, I could have invested 30 grand in a lot of Twitter followers, pumped it, and sold out really quickly. Would that make the project more successful longer term? I probably would be doubtful. So I'm happy that speed it took and where we are and the foundation that we've got. But yeah, if I did change anything, I probably would have talked a little bit more about our utility, because it's great.
Yeah, so the reason I mentioned that is because, I mean, in my personal opinion, I don't think you guys did anything wrong. Like, you did the proper job of getting with the community. Like, community accepted you guys, and you've been there even after the meet, like right now. So it and it's surprising for me. It's like every single project we look in the Chronos right now, we feel like they're all minting under expectations. I mean, we do know the mint is a little bit slow because of the market and a lot of things, but we see promising project comes, we see they get their words off, we see they get in touch with the community, but at the end of the day, the mint speed is under expectation, in my opinion. That's why I wanted to
Yeah.
know what
You're
you
right.
guys and this is not for you troops. I mean, my point is for the all of the Kronos project this is
Yeah.
happening. So I wanted to know what's the best way to deal with it and fix this situation.
I
I
think it's just
personally think,
eyes.
to cut in
Yeah.
troops, it's just managing expectations of people, because there is that perception of it looking bad in air quotes on a project if it's a slow mint, and like that's not on anyone's fault but the investors' expectations,
I
and in the and you have to just understand like that's how it worked, and there's not.
Yeah. Look at the size of the ecosystem as well. It's absolutely tiny by comparison to Ethereum and anything else like that. So it's absolutely that. It's rebaselining. It's a small ecosystem, but with a lot of intelligent investors. So those two things combined mean that your project has to be solid, and it is going to take time. It might change over time. Like I said, if you really want to, you could go pump. Like if you had 20,000 Twitter followers, you would probably sell out 2,000 collection pretty quickly. But how solid would it be moving forward? I don't know. So I think as the ecosystem grows, you'll definitely see that minting pick up, in my opinion.
I think there's a big difference between a hyped project and long-term projects. And the hype projects sometimes aren't the best ideal ones, and the ones that are slow and nice and positive, those long-term projects, like some of us, we don't worry about minting out because we're already starting and developing what we already promised in our roadmaps. Shout out to troops for that, because that's what shows the solid foundation. When a project already started, they're not counting on anything. We came here ready.
That's right. It all
Yeah,
comes down, same with companies in the real world. Like it just depends on your vision and the vision that you establish. And as long as you pivot in the space, with that vision in mind, then that's honorable, and that will Trooper's vision had the ethos of their 5 pillars, and as long as they maneuver and do release new things, and as long as they're keeping those visions, like it's successful.
Yeah, this is Ami. I just wanted to add to that. I mean, I've had really a great pleasure of, being in spaces with troopers, with bad aliens. I'm the project manager on the Ghetto Doves project, and I think what I love seeing here is that this community is coming together. They're supporting each other from questions and answers for new projects coming on. The Ghetto Doves project, has been, really, really blessed to be able to have their support as well as many of the community members. And, I really enjoyed the conversation this morning. I probably have to step down in just a minute, but I appreciate the opportunity to just be able to say that. And, like I said, I love what we see coming over on the CDC platform and the Cronos platform, being able to come from more of the eat side, being asked to come over onto this platform. Clearly some of the minting has been slow, but we're developing our roadmap and we're delivering on our holders that we have promised. And I think that, I'm really looking forward to the future of this platform and this community because it's exceptional. And I really appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you.
Thanks, Ami, for coming in. So Ghetto Dove started on the CDC NFT side, and you're coming over to the DeFi side. Is that right?
That is our goal, yes. I mean, right now we're on the CDC side. We have the limited 50-piece drop, and each Ghetto Doves that's purchased will receive a founder's, what we're calling the hood passports. And so there's a lot more coming. We're still developing and working through many relationships, but we just love building the community, from working with troops and listening to him and his guidance on the pillars, and seeing how we're so closely aligned with their philosophy. And, steady wins the race, right? I mean, we really truly believe that building out that community and just hearing people is so important. And I see Alpha in the space as well. And, everybody has just been terrific. Yes.
Yeah, it'd be cool to have you and Ghetto Doves come into a space and just like talk about that transition from CDC NFT into the DeFi, and like the motivations behind it, and the power that it now gives you, and the freedom to establish a roadmap and like carry through a good project.
Yeah, but much appreciate that. Thank you so much, and appreciate the time here and being able to speak in the space.
Yeah, no problem. If you guys want to tweet out the room, go ahead. Again, we're coming back with projects more, I guess, again, air quote, officially at 12:20 EST or 3:20, no, not 3:20, 5:20 UTC. So Cronos News, I see you hand your hand up. I guess you're away, being a college student and all.
Yeah, in a bit at least. But yeah, in regards to what Troopers were saying about, how it's sort of expected on Cronos, I don't think anyone at the time being should expect, a super poppin' NFT market on Cronos. These things take time to develop. And the ecosystem only launched in November. And as someone who had been on Solana since the jump, and you guys can see now how that NFT market has performed. The market eventually comes to you. And so I think that each and every project that's been, very community oriented from the jump here on Cronos, adding these utilities and giving people a reason to hold, I think that it's going to prove beneficial in the future. I Yeah, and I also like the mindset that you guys have, that it's to be expected, and while it might be market conditions, it's also because people just haven't found out or really understood what Kronos is yet. So I think yeah, don't feel that your project isn't performing well. Just know that keep on building and support will come. So I just thought it was an interesting thing to add.
Yeah, thanks, and yeah, totally right. I'm glad you have the same mindset. Kronos Regs, hey, I saw you were trying to come up as a speaker. I hope you're able to speak. Do you want to? try unmuting.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. Just wanted to give some comments on that because, well, we started minting the beginning of January, so it's been almost 2 months, I guess, by the end of next week, and we are 14% minted. So there is still a long list of NFTs that are still waiting to be minted.
I
But
minted.
yep. Okay. Yes. So what I wanted to say is that for us is like, first of all, the Cronos ecosystem and the whole like crypto.com community is super big. I have been around since it was Monaco, so even before the crypto.com era, and I have seen how this community grows. So when we start building this NFT project, we don't see it as a get rich quick scheme. It's more like we want to do something that first of all we enjoy, and we want to deliver something with quality. And of course we understand that when we put a price in something, let's say 99 Cro, it's money for people, right? So people want to buy something that they like, something with good quality. They want to belong to a community that represents them. And we, even though we have not, been very active on sales during February, we keep on working because we know that eventually that will come if we have great, great NFT and great improvements to our
Yeah, it probably
to our
lessens the pressure
quality.
on you, rather than having like half minted out and then like half 1,000 people pressuring you to keep pumping out. And like it's probably in a sense nice that it gives you more time to like really focus on, advancing.
Yeah, that's true. And we have already built quite a nice community. So there are very active, well, there are some like active users on Discord that come and DM me directly, hey, let's try this, let's try that. I see here one of them with their hands raised, and that feels really cool because we can also validate what we are working on instead of, working on a black box that no one sees. We often communicate what we are doing and we get feedback and we adapt it on the way. So we think that way we can deliver better something that people will like, right?
For sure.
And
Dustin,
Ragdolls, let me tell you something. When you first came out, I went straight to your whitelist because I was a chimp holder. I went, filled out the form. I did all the 9 yards. The moment you launched, I went and I mint my cat, and it was fire with the tobacco pipe. Just shouting you out, guys. I support all these projects. The truth is, everybody already knows, man.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Yeah, for example, that was super cool. Like just enabling from the smart contract that whoever owns a chimp that was on the whitelist do not pay a fee. That was like super interesting. And like honestly, the chimps were the reason why we joined and decided to do an NFT on the Cronos, like to see how amazing that community was. Like the minting of the chimp was super exciting, seeing on the Discord all the people minting and sharing their ideas. I think that was what triggered many projects, I believe, and one of them is us. So yeah, thanks for mentioning that, Kronos.
Shout out the chimps, man, every time.
Those chimps get mentioned a lot lately. Hello, everyone.
what's up,
Hey,
I
Gabriel.
forgot to give a proper hello before I joined. But these
Hello.
chimps get mentioned a lot.
Right? There's something about being like one of the OG projects on a chain that, seems to have some sort of stay in a space.
I blame Alpha. But yeah, so I just wanted to mention the reason I got I'm saying to developers, the reason I mentioned that I didn't mean the projects are not doing well. The numbers shows Chronos project are doing well from what the aftermarket going on and the prices after the meet. So but clearly they're doing well. My concern was what was the reason they thought the slow means stuff happening, and that was the only thing I wanted to know their thoughts on it. And then let's get to the question because I am excited about Crowbees and hear more about them. But I'm not sure the timing, CD, and how I think you're waiting for the more audience to join, so to hear from the other project. But before that, I just want to say Chronos News. I never got a chance to talk to you guys. You guys doing a very good job, and I see there are few members in the community which doing the update on the NFT projects on Cronos. Maybe it will be a very good match. You guys get in touch with them and have a like a updated site which is shows like what projects, what NFTs are minting and how many minted and what's the price. I saw a few lists and I see some of them put comment on your post and stuff.
Yeah, like
So
Cronos NFT Spotlight. Do you guys have a affiliation?
yeah, there is one NG something NG Dari Crypto. I think he
They
has
definitely made
yeah,
the logo look like yours.
he has an amazing list. But I'm thinking that collaboration between you guys and them it might be amazing. I hope
Yeah,
to see that soon.
our website has just launched and it's early, so it's not optimized fully yet. But we wanted to start pushing long form content as soon as possible. But sometime in the future we are going to have a section optimized just for Chronos, which will include a calendar of upcoming projects, project insights into some of the big names, simple tutorials too. How to mint NFTs on Chronos. So we are looking to provide these resources to the community. And I think that it's very important as well to keep the community as updated as we can every single day. So yeah,
Correct.
man.
You're talking about Ben. You're talking about NG Daryl up there. I just pinned it to the top, and like, yeah, him and Jenny are
Yeah.
working together to provide some really good value, which we need, and just spreadsheets, which anyone could do, which they're doing, just to provide us value. So yeah, finding people like this who create these infographics, these spreadsheets, and like, let's pump them up.
Yeah, man. And AFAS just started his own ranking website, kind of like Swordfish's.
I saw that.
Yeah.
That. I'm like, that's what we need, man.
So
Cronos Reg.
AFAS is getting out of DeFi, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna step down, CD, and thank you so much. This is the developers talk and stuff, so I better step down and let the guys take care of it. But thank you.
Yeah, for
Hey
sure.
guys, sorry for stepping in like this, but I'm gonna step out real quick. I'm dealing with some investment properties stuff, so I'm gonna head out. Thank you guys so much for everything, though. I appreciate this space. I hope we do this like every week on this time. This would be lovely, bro. Let's grow this thing. So anytime you guys do this, send me a DM. I'll post it on my Discord. Hit everybody up, and let's get this going. Shout outs to Kronos Fighter. I think you guys should come in and listen to what he has to say later on. I didn't drop some alpha on us, but he will. So I think you guys are gonna love it too.
Boom, love it. Yeah, they're going to be coming in, those Cronos fighters, in about an hour now. But again, if you do miss it or you do miss anything, this space is being recorded. The Chronicle News is helping us out by putting this recording in their space and tweeting it out, just spreading the news. Just giving everyone that information. Down there, Dustin G, I see you have your hand up. You've had it up for a while. Is there something you want to ask?
No, I just want to elaborate on the Kronos Ragdoll. I think that's such, like, you guys don't even realize how undervalued it is. He started his project right after Chimps got minted, and that's what he inspired him. But if you look at the date, he started his project like 16 days after Chimp was minting went live, and so the things that he's done since then, like his little Snapchat filter I posted on your guys' page right now. I mean, he's so far ahead of the game, and it's so undervalued. I just think we need to get people to see it. But like he said, he doesn't want fast growth or too much going on at once. Like he said, it's really, as in my eyes, one of the biggest hidden gems on the whole Kronos chain. Because I do Kronos and XRP, but that dude, he has a lot of shit going for him, and he's doing it the right way. He goes to museums, sees real artwork, explores how he wants, just so he can see the tiles, the walls, the ceilings, how it all works. I mean, that dude's really got this shit going on. But that's about it.
Shout out. That was feel good, Kronos Ragdoll.
Yeah, amazing. Thanks for the kind words. And yeah, we keep on working and we keep showing what we do. And I hope you guys can join the Discord server. And we want to keep posting and sharing what we do. Like, for example, that Snapchat filter or the Snapchat lens. I don't know if you have checked it out. I can share now some video, but it's quite cool. Like you can experience what we did with one example of some NFTs. You turn on the lens, and then you can walk into it and see it, right? And well, that was quite innovative, I would say. Like there aren't many projects doing something like that. So yeah, I will share a video in case you haven't seen it.
Yeah, and those kind of
I don't
things.
think like even 1% or like even 10% of the Cronos chains NFT projects have like real proof of what they're doing for you. And like he's got a whole Snapchat filter, a filter unlike any other. You walk in through this little portal, and boom, you're in a museum. And then I don't know, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, similar to what I guess CDC did with their LeBron thing in the locker in his
Yeah,
bedroom.
but they came out like 12 days after this dude.
I don't want to sit here and promote CDC because they have enough of their own marketing budget. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
They aren't my
No,
daddy.
but yeah, they I remember right after the Super Bowl and stuff, but he put out his Snapchat filter, I think, almost 2 weeks before that.
So speaking of someone who is in spaces a lot, and Alpha, maybe you could chime in on this. Like, did you know about this Snapchat filter by the Ragdolls?
Nope.
So there's a great example. Like right here, you just got some great alpha that, people aren't seeing this stuff. And if it is that innovative and great, like tweet that shit out. Let people see that. And like that's how you gain the community. Let people know of the potential that you could bring.
Definitely, we'll do that more. We have tried, like we do it, we post, we share on Discord and so on, but maybe what we haven't been doing that much is joining Twitter Spaces. So well, we will keep doing more of this. And thanks a lot for inviting us. These kind of spaces bring a lot of.
Bro, I don't mean to cut
audiences.
you off, but it would be great if you wanted to pop into the jungle and we could throw Cronos Ragdolls in between the alert signals. And I'm telling you, man, it seems to work.
Yeah, there are a lot of avenues that you could that you could use. And I mean, Alpha's got his space going. There's spaces all the time. Like use them. These people have a following. Use that following.
Awesome, thanks. Sure, we will join the jungle. Thanks for the invitation.
Super casual in the jungle.
Super casual. Yeah, that's an open invitation to everybody. Any chain, any person.
All right, so what do you say we grab some lunch, dinner, wherever? I'll be starting another space up at 12:20 when Cronos Fighters comes in. I'll tweet out the space. I don't think
Dude, that's awesome because I have a late coffee and crow going this morning because I put out a tweet and it was supposed to get 20 retweets to start Coffee and Crow, and I think it's sitting at like 18.
there you go. Let's help them get that. I'll be rugging the space soon. But yeah, moving forward, we'll try to get a monthly going at the very least to start. Again, just to celebrate Cronos projects, and eventually this will be like just more tight knit instead of having two spaces. We'll schedule it, try to accommodate for all the time zones and whatnot. Just try to do what we can to help it out. Hey Matthew, before we rug, what is up, Pottle Gang?
What is up? So, been here listening to you guys, learning, taking notes down, and just doing research as we go along here. I've been in and out of spaces, and just doing as much due diligence and education as I can in two different projects. Cronos blockchain is just fucking awesome, let's be honest. So thanks for the great topics, the conversation, being able to listen, and actually at the end being able to come up and speak. So I see a few
What it's
people
about
in
here that you're writing notes and researching, because that's what we're trying to provide you. Like we're giving you a space where you could literally talk, speak to a leader of a project and ask questions, and that's part of
Yeah.
your own research. So use it to your advantage.
Exactly. So I actually connect with a lot of developers, a lot of projects, a lot of different spaces, and I'm telling you, Twitter has